Sorry for the technical
I'm
difficulties.
supposed to get help in the booth. There's no one there to help me. I had like over 20 something people here all leaving.
Can we use a different browser? You're using Firefox?
It was working just fine.
Chrome.
Where? Thank you.
We can see you and hear you.
You can hear me now?
Can
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay, thank you. I am really apologize. I don't know what happened. Is that the browser just froze?
Yes, that's better. So welcome everyone to the New Living Expo.
What?
The next speaker that we
I
have is
just kicked out.
Viviane Chauvet. The title is Our Energy Matrix was created by Arcturian Council. It transmits patterns of light codes to our client's holographical blueprint. Arcturian Energy Matrix was created by Viviane Chauvet and Arcturian Council. It weaves codes of light and soul energy into the client's holographic blueprint. Our matrix is a quantum grid designed to serve as a catalyst of DNA activation and conscious transformation. Please welcome to our stage, Viviane Chauvet.
Thank you very much, Ashley. Can everybody hear me? Yes, okay. I am so sorry. I have no idea what happened beforehand. Everything was ready to go, and then Lisa said much better. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, Ashley, for the introduction. I am very, very happy to be here with you all. I want to thank you for taking the time of this amazing conference to come and learn more about myself.
Viviane, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. It's been like a challenge. Everything was ready to go right before the conference, and sure enough, when the conference started, that's where the technical issues start to say. Can we ask everyone to get muted, please, Ashley, if you can control that? That would be nice. Thank you. So what I was saying to you is I want to welcome you. Welcome. Thank you for your patience. I know that sometimes with technology, things get complicated. I'm very happy to be here at this amazing New Living Expo, first time virtually. I'm thrilled to introduce myself today and also introduce a portion of the work that we do collectively with my Arcturian conscious team, and I work also with other galactic master as well. So I have prepared a presentation, a PowerPoint today, and I'm going to start in a moment. My name is Viviane Chauvet, and I am a galactic ambassador as well as an Arcturian hybrid. I work very closely with my collective of the Arcturians as well as others such as the White Blue Syrian collectives, as well as also the Andromedans, the Lyrans, and other group consciousness that we do work together. So today it's about introducing who we are, giving a bit of galactic wisdom, and talking about our Arcturian energy healing matrix and what is this. And towards the end, what we're going to do, we're going to do a group activation. So you're going to be able to receive quantum code light, holographic code light that will be downloaded directly into your DNA and into your energy field. And so that will be giving you also an experience of our energy. So again, welcome everyone. And so just make yourself very comfortable, and we are beginning right now. So let me see. I can share my screen right now with the PowerPoint that I did presented today. Perfect. Alrighty, so I should be sharing my screen in a moment here. Alrighty. Okay. So what does it mean to be a nocturne hybrid? What it means is that my mother is human and my biological father is Arcturian, 100% Arcturian. And how did I discover I was a hybrid? I was a very young age where my collective would come and talk with me. They talk to me through what's called essence or transfer of essence. So we are always in a blended form of communication with each other, where I receive information directly through the collective, whether it's a form of transfer of thoughts, imagery, whether it's, informations, my third eye open like a window of time. And then what happens is that I get exactly the information that they wish to convey. So this is what we talk about an exchange of essence energy with each other. So I discovered that when I was a young child, looking at my environment and knowing and understanding that I was profoundly different and was able to feel people's emotion. I was able to hear their thoughts. I was able to decode their energy. So growing up with these kind of abilities really allowed me to look at the world and decode the evolution or the energetic evolution of the earth from a completely different perspective. Over time, I was trained directly by Galactic Master in the art of holographic and quantum healing, which now we are applying, and we are happy to work with people from all over the world of different backgrounds, very powerful light workers, practitioners, star seeds, those who are very much in tune with their star origins. And I see a message here from Loma, Primary Stargate Series B, Intergalactic Council here. Very pleased to have you, Loma. We're very closely work with our brothers and sisters from the Syrians. We also have an Arcturian Stargate in proximity of the Earth, and it's connecting with our realms, the Arcturian realms, that connects directly, bring the souls who wish to reincarnate on the planet Earth. And there's this Stargate that is also available. Yes, the PowerPoint was supposed to be visible, but for some reason, the browser Chrome is not allowing me to share it. It doesn't come right away onto the screen. So we're going to have to do it without the visual, but more going more experiential. So what I like to do right now is going into your center, and let's do a first what's called transfer of consciousness to ground you into a meditative state and allowing you to open a sacred space where our Arcturian energy will be coming with you. And so you'll be assigning different Arcturian energy and also guardians that we work with. And so we would like to do that transfer with you right now. So if you would please just center yourself, making sure your spine is comfortable and also very much aligned with you. And if you would please go ahead and just close your eyes for a moment. Thank you. And so we invite you to feel the presence in space and time that we call the now, allowing already your energetics to come together, connecting you to your core light within the middle point of your solar plexus, to feel the seven-pointed star within your core light. It is an energetic grid that connects you to the universal matrix and the quantum field. So we invite you to simply breathe deeply and slowly with divine ease and grace, and feel the energy moving through your chakra network, coming up from the 8th chakra, the soul star chakra, moving down to the crown, down your spine, connecting you also down your legs, the chakra of your knees, the grids of your feet, moving into the Earth Star Chakra and connecting you to the energetic grids of the Earth, as well as the crystalline grid. And from the crystalline grid, just to feel the strengthening of healing patterns taking place as you're also receiving new weaving codes of light that will strengthen your own structure of light, expanding into your energy field, and also encoding your aura with the spectrum of rainbow light coming through the 7 rays of power, known as the 7 rays of the rainbow light. And remember to breathe deeper and slower, allowing the flow through you, creating also a very gentle Kundalini activation of the spine, balancing also your emotional field, clearing your mental faculties to bring higher discernment and vision. It support and nurture your heart center. And especially right now, as your heart center is very much overstimulated by all kind of emotions and energy moving to the collective consciousness on this earth. Allowing yourself to align, like a celestial alignment within you, to prepare also for the total solar eclipse coming through. And just feel this alignment.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And then
It is integrated with the app.
Can you please mute yourself, Mark? Thank you. Perfect. And allowing this activation to take place and moving into your energy field to weave those new codes of light. And what we do, we also sending our Arcturian energy and presence. There's about 3 Arcturians that we are working with you right now to encode those weaving, those new patterns of structures of light. Beautiful. And let's take a deep breath to the nose, breathe in and release. Beautiful. The process is completed in 3, 2, and 1. And ground. Excellent. You're now welcome to open your eyes and welcome back to your center. Excellent. So what would just happen right now, it's called a weaving of light codes energy. And so what we do is that we're helping to create new patterns of healing and restoration, whether it's in your energy field as well as the expansion into your aura. And what happens is that it helps you to bring forth higher sense of frequency. And especially this month, and December, it's a very transformational month where we have very distinct celestial alignment coming through, starting on the 14th with the total solar eclipse. And we also have the winter solstice coming through with the Pleiadians and Arcturians portal activations. It's about moving into a more of a galactic self. This is where we see you transforming into new human beings. You're turning to your own perfect divine blueprint. And as a result, your DNA, the 12 aspects of your DNA is also evolving to help you reach more a multidimensional and holographic, which we are by nature. So this encoding of light was also a gift at the beginning to really bring our group into more and cohesive ways. So I like to talk about a little bit about our Arcturian collective, who we are. We are masters of light. We are definitely very old civilizations. We have been around for a very long time. And what we do is that we help you to evolve as galactic human being. We also helping the earth to reach the process of reascension and the return of the divine blueprint, the matrix on the planet. So we're here also to help you shifting, paradigm shifting. And if you look at the global events going on right now, going to COVID, all the changes so we see globally and on the planet, is that we are welcoming this new era, the age of Aquarius, the golden age that we have been preparing for eons. So many generations of light workers have come throughout the ages to really already implement the changes, and now we have reached a momentum. Back in April, how many months ago, back in April, I was already given visions to my third eye of this wave. It looks like an energetic wave of frequency that was coming onto the planet. And what I was shown is things that were to come in the many months in the making. So we gone through many contracted energies of changes. And what it represents for you personally, it was always been an opportunity for you to look at any unresolved shadow patterns, what we call unresolved soul patterns, whether it's from childhood, upbringing, cultural background, influences, moving into the unconscious, what is imprinted that has become also mental construct or behavioral construct, whether it's also based on ancient timelines. And what it means is past lives. So we can see as we work with a lot of people around the world, we see a commonality, a theme, if you want, in terms around healing and resolving the past to allow everyone to move on into the next stages of evolution. And that is in also perfect alignment, body, mind, and spirit. So part of what we do is that we also sent onto the planet millions of years ago. It's called encoding of DNA and light onto the planet. If you look at the different stages of evolution through, for example, the Atlantean project, Atlantis, so many of us, so many souls on the planet can relate to Atlantis because you've been there. You were there physically in incarnation, moving through the five stages of Atlantis. And so those ancient memories are been coming through to the surface. Many people remember aspect of their Atlantean expression, their divine expression back in these times, or through the continent of Mu, Lemuria. And part of it is because crystalline grid is also have been shifting and restructuring. And what happened is that it also released ancient memories that is encoded onto the earth, and especially in ancient sacred sites. I'll give you an example of this. I was working with a Native American woman who worked with other tribes, and one of the things that she mentioned to me is that she noticed that the earth at certain point felt scarred, like the earth was carrying so much historical data or so much trauma from the past that it felt it. She said that she could feel it into the earth, and it was translating to the elemental. You can feel it into the air. It would changes the energy of the tribe as well as the way the elders was working, with them. And so what we did is that we did a powerful ancestral clearing of the land, and as a result, what we witnessed is that in the etheric form, we saw a beautiful tree of knowledge coming onto the earth. And that tree of knowledge says, I'm going to lay down my roots and I'm going to help the roots of the earth to heal and bring the new stage of evolution. We're going to bring forth a new energetic imprint that will liberate the soul imprints. So as a result, a vortex of energy opened up, and what we saw is the imprint of soul fragments of those who have been on those land, those who have been go through either conflict, whether they went through wars, they went through different level of trauma throughout history on that land. and we can see those soul fragments, those soul fractals be released. Can you imagine the power it represents not only for the land, but for the earth into the ecosystem, as well as for those who share the land moving into the generational, past, present, and future. That was extremely powerful at that point to be able to do this work. So it is the same thing. Transformation, yeah, transformative event, absolutely right on, Loma. And so it is the exact same process when you work at resolving what we call emanations of the past. You look at into the holographic aspects of you, and you go like sometime expression of you into the multiverse or emanation of you, fragments of you can come and also influence what is going on in your life. And if you look at it, you will see either repetitive patterns, whether it's physical, emotional, whether it's relationship, whether it's reflecting into different aspects in your life. And so the invitation is that at this point of time, especially in December with all the alignment, is to see I embrace and recognize those shadow aspects or those fragments, and I call those fragments or those expression of my essence back to my core and to my celestial core. It could be bringing back heal, resolve, and also completely purge. And what happened is that we witness the restoration of what we call your inner hologram. Because when we connect with you, we can perceive you in these holographic aspects. We see you into your perfect holographic stage. And this is what we call working with the soul matrix. And at that level, it is absolutely possible to be able to bring forth those soul fractals and bring them back to you that creates more wholeness and oneness with yourself. In other words, what we're doing is that we're helping you to evolve. We're helping the earth. We're helping people either on the one-on-one in a group setting or even on a planetary level to evolve. And that's exactly what we're moving into. For example, also your body become clearer conduit. So your body needs to be attuned to receive higher frequency. And those frequencies means that you are becoming also a clearer conduit for the reascension process. Yes, the totality, the integrate totality of self. And that's exactly part of what you've come to do, as is to regain that totality of yourself in a higher, much, much higher perspective that you are now. So this is me moving beyond persona, personality, 3D attachments, whether it's, some labels have been put on you, whether you've been put, categorized in a certain way. We are transcending all of this, the differences between religion, belief system, persona, all this labeling, all the names that sometimes we can put on each other. So it's a transformation that comes from inside out. And together, this is also what we are building, creating that golden age of, new consciousness on the planet. Have you felt how much the earth is shifting as well? Do you feel like sometime I will move in space and time doing something very 3D mundane, and I feel like I was just moving through a vortex, like I'm being pushed forward? That's because the earth body is also shifting. She is preparing her elements or also shifting to reflect that new golden age of consciousness, and I can feel that moving into my body. So this is something I've learned, is that your physical form needs to be attuned as well to be able to be more in sync and allowing you to move through the changes with more ease. So this is why it's called allowing to resolve the symptoms of ascension, whether it's fatigue, whether it's some chronic pains, whether it's, other aspect that, feeling like you're out of sort, grounded, not feeling, the clarity of the mind and all of this. So being able to ease the ascension symptoms really help to be able for you to navigate through what is coming through. And especially in 2021, the first month or two will be more adjusting. By the time we move into March, and especially April, we're going to be very much into the full bloom of this new awareness, this energy that has been built up, created also by our galactic brothers and sisters and the masters, as well as the earth herself and all the light workers. So it's very much worth for you to take the time to see what is it that you need to go through the changes with more ease. And so part of the Octane Energy Matrix is that we also work with the DNA. It's allowing your personal blueprint of your DNA to be fully activated into the 12 aspects of them. We're moving into activating also the multidimensional aspect of the DNA, which has been put in place by the Pleiadians a long, long time ago. And they knew that extra pair, if you want, of DNA put in place will help us to embrace the return of our divinity and also the return of our multidimensional gifts. So many people are very gifted healers. Others can talk to animals. Others can talk to the earth. Others are telepathic. Others can, talk to channel information from the Galactic Federations or other councils of light. So it's all part of your own Meka and how we can help you to align yourself to be more in sync with your own original Meka. Does that make sense, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Beautiful. As inside, yes. Perfect. Alrighty. So another aspect that we do for the Arcturians is that we have been very much evolved and involved with this quadrant, what's called the solar system here. Many, many thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, we had a colony. We were very much, we had what's called a spaceway colony back on Mars. At the time, it was known as Villa Tropa. And one of the things that we have observed and also learned from watching a planet evolving is that the evolutionary process of a planet also deeply influenced the life that it's carrying. And from there, after Villa Tropa changed, and then it's known now today as Mars, we have noticed that